Ser issegwu edizzjoni ta' Kellymni, il-podcast ta' Gwida li hu miġjub lilkom minn Dasja Malta, Daniel Formosa, l-Awtorità għall-Ambjent u r-Risorsi, Positive Parenting Malta. Miħaj fl-studio għandi persuna li ili nafa ħafna u persuna li kellek din is-sena Muxu,
Xorta.
Din is-sena kellek naħseb l-ikbar waħda mill-ikbar kanzunetti li krejat terremot, tsunami minn kollox. U kellek l-ikbar sim ta' qalb li sissa esperjenzajt f'ħajtek. U naf li l-lum inti l-ewwel darba li qiegħed bil-qiegħda u għandek intervista li ħanitkellmu fuq ħafna affarijiet differenti. So, thank you.
Thank you for having me. Eċitat, ħafna, ma nafx għala, għamilt intervisti f'ħajti, ma l-lum naqra.
Għax ovvjament ħanitkellmu fuq xi ħaġa li inti għadek ma tkellimx fuqha, il-kuġin tiegħek.
Il-kuġin.
Jan.
Il-best friend, my brother, so it's been a very, very, very complicated couple of months, and just we're learning how to human again. We're learning how to deal with something that is so new to us, and just it's a lot, but it's good as well. It's been a year of moments that have been so high and so beautiful, and so other moments that have been so dark and so real and so different.
Jiena xi ħaġa li xtaqt insemmi fuq dal-podcast huwa li meta persuna jiddeċidi jieħu ħajtu b'deħ, ineħħi ħajtu b'deħ, dejjem ninħasdu, hemm dik il-ħasda kif. U ġeneralment tkun persuna li qatt ma tkun stennejta tiġi bħala xokk, jiġifieri anki ħanajdu bl-Ingliż the word grieve hija differenti milli għandek in-nannu mietlek. Jew xi ħadd li kien ma jiflaħx, allura inti kellek iċ-ċans li you come to terms with it. Imma meta tkun xi ħaġa apparti li hija traġedja, min ħalli warajh irid jara kif ħajipproċessa l-emozzjonijiet ta' xħalla bniedem warajk u bniedem li kien kif qed tajt inti jiena fejn nara l-jan kont nara lilek, fejn nara lilek nara l-jan. U qisni bis-serta kollha żewġ subien tfal imqarbin. Kont narakom.
Dejjem kont pjaċir, just kienet xi ħaġa li jien qatt ma stennejta, qatt u konna għadna, għax ma nafx kif għandi bżonn ngħidha, imma my brother, my best friend, he is the first person who knew the full version of me. Like, we came out to each other when we were like 13, 14, so he was the first person who accepted me for me, and I felt like the same for him. So it's been a lot this year. So it's just so many things pass through your head and so many things you wish you could have done and or known or said, and just even just the thought of I don't get to spend the rest of my life with my best friend, you know. I have to. It's a lot. I can't believe we're not even 5 minutes into it and I'm already like this. But it's just been. It's been everything, because like our plan was that in the gay world sometimes it's a little bit like sometimes relationships aren't always easy, but we were like, it's fine, we've got each other, we'll grow old, buy a house together, and we can be basically a couple without obviously the
intimate.
And to me that just gave me safety my whole life, knowing that no matter what I have my person, we've got each other. And it's like having to learn life without that is so new, just so different. And obviously the way it happened, and you just, without wanting to, you do put yourself a bit into the situation, even if you love them more deeply than you love anyone, you know what I mean? You do put things into your head that are like, maybe if I would have enough called, tried a bit more, or messaged just a bit more, or maybe you question everything, even though you go to the stuff and you see that you would have done all of the things that we've been doing our whole lives, you know what I mean? It's not like, in my head, like, it's not like anything changed. It just felt like our life was just going, you know what I mean? And we were just through another period of our life, and yes. Taddi. The moments where, exactly. Yeah.
Jena, waqt li titkellem, naf, jena għandi l-Andrejana, per eżempju, isa oħti, u waqt li titkellem, nibda ngħid jena li hemm ħajti kollha, u nibda nimmaġina kieku mhix hemmhekk, kieku nħoss parti kbira minn ħajti vojta.
Kollox.
Vojta.
We're cousins, so we grew up together. So my first like friend, we both loved music. We used to put on shows for our family, make them pay to come watch us. It was like we were everything. We lived in London together. We did so much of our life together. And so for a while, for like the first month, I was finding it difficult to even like just to joke, because my sense of humor is built up on him, because to me, he was the funniest person. The way, just his humor, and it was so funny. Like it was just like
very subtle,
but then it can go from subtle to an extreme in 1 second. But it was very and very quiet. So like that would be the funniest thing. That normally like you'd be around people and he'll just say something small behind him and you can't stop laughing, and he'll just be there like with his look, like just going on about it.
I know that look. My God.
You knew that look. You knew that look. And you know he's being a little bit naughty, but like in the best way possible, because everyone else around him was always either just really laughing or just having a good time. Even till a year ago, I remember we had bumped into you, and so there is a special night for us. We're very close, 3 of the cousins. It was because we're a year apart. It was Jan, me, and then my cousin Emma, and we always made a point that we would at least every so on check in on each other and make sure that we're called Kazbaz. So it was our thing. Kazbaz, because we used to have fun, as you know. But we cared deeply, and that day we had a day where we just met up and we played this game that was all about asking the deepest questions to each other, and it was just a really magical night. And like recently, like his dad told me that he found a thing at his house, and he mentioned how magical that night was to him, and he mentioned that we had bumped the whole situation of the night, and it was just like. And coming here today, I kept thinking of that day. I kept thinking of the day that we were having a conversation, the 3 of us. And it was just like, it felt so magical, and I would have never, ever believed that a year later we're going to be here having this discussion.
Xek toqti, sta' żmien sena ilu bleżat meta l-tqajt ma'kom
Literally exactly a year ago.
Vera, li kieku xi ħadd ġie jgħidilna isma' sena d-dieħla ħadd tkunu qed titkellmu fuq Jan. Però minna jiena nixtieq let's make it count. Tajjeb? Let's make it count. Inti għatli li l-ewwel waħda mill-affarijiet li ħassejt huwa li tħossok ħassejtek guilty li forsi stajt tagħmel iktar, stajt rajt iktar. U ma kontx nemnek li kieku morejtnix dak il-messaġġ. Inti għamilt post ma' Jan kemm qed timmissjah u ma minni ma kontx nemnek għax wis krudili daw l-affarijiet li kien hemm xi ħadd li lilek kitiblek bażikament li imbasta tajdu kemm kontu close. You failed to support him. Bdejt naqrah dal-messaġġ u ma stajtx nemmen li xi ħadd fuq dak il-post fejn inti għadek kif tlift il-ħuk b'dak il-mod u manjera u qed jipprova jġelek tħossok guilty is inti ma milx il-parti tiegħek because let's face it. Kulħadd għandu ħajtu, kulħadd jimxi bħajtu, we always check in, imma daw l-affarijiet xi kultant jaħarbu, ma taraħħomx għax il-bniedem jaħbihom b'mod tajjeb ħafna, ġifieri jiena forsi nixtieq min qed jarana. There's a big word in English called compassion, empathy. Għax jekk Matt kont vera ħażin inti u kont qed tħossok vera guilty, dak il-messaġġ waħdu seta' lilek kif jgħidu bl-Ingliż it tips you over the edge. Mela qed tirrabja miegħi u qed tgħidli mela you failed him u inti fl-istess ħin lili qed niżilni daw il-kummenti m'għandniex bżonnhom.
I say that to me it felt like such a blur all that, and it was my birthday as well, so that week, so it was just a bit of a week where everything was just
You're
it was
coping,
very confusing. It was
check.
as in you the weekend before and everything. It was just, and you question everything. You question how you love. You question how you care for people. You question
life.
Or my whole family, I've never seen them like that. Like my family was walking like. It's so hard to explain, but I just felt like everyone was lower. Tqil. And sometimes, especially after the year with Mariana and everything, I don't really go read stuff anymore online because I know that there are some people who get some sort of something out of it, you know what I mean? But it was more about so many, there were people messaging, writing about like I always remembered you together, wherever you see Matthew, you see Jan, wherever you see Jan, I knew we were going to see Matthew probably. And a bit of it was it keeps you alive. And then you see a comments like that and you're just like...
You question it all over again, no?
So heavy, you question so much.
Tibda tajt imma vera, forsi jiena ma stajt nagħmel iktar.
And as you said, as in I was in a position where maybe that year I had seen a lot of comments and this, so I was in a place where I could understand that this person can say what that, but I know how much I loved him. I know every day we spent, I know every time we cry together, I know every hug we gave each other, I know every laugh, I know every fun thing we had each other, so I'm not going to let someone who has clearly no idea who we were to each other get to me. But in my head, I was thinking, what if my family went to see it? What if his parents went to see this comment. And if you go to the more comments, it's got deeper, and then I've never gone back to see any more thing because it did affect me, and I was thinking about it.
Matt, affettwatek b'ċertu mod li semmejtuli. Jiġifieri għalkemm mettaj li mhux ħanati kasu, imma affettwak.
It did.
Affettwak u jiena minnaw dak li nixtieq ngħid li noqogħdu attenti ħafna x'nikdbu, għax ma tafx dik il-persuna minn xiex għaddej, taf suppost taf minn xiex kont għaddej jint, imma għalhekk ma stajtx nemmnu. Però jiena nissigurak, Matt, nassigurak tali.
Le.
Jiena ċerta li jekk inti rajt nofs ta' xi ħaġa li stajt tagħmel iktar, jiena ċerta li kont taqleb id-dinja li għan. ċerta. U jiena u inti it-tnejn nemnu ħafna. Nemnu ħafna fil-ħajja ta' wara l-mewt, ġifieri jiena nemmen li għan għadu miegħek. Jiena nemmen ġifieri ċerta u
the reason even today I accepted to speak about all of this and about everything is because you said before you mentioned something, make it count, and to me this has been the whole thing. I don't think it's ever going to make sense to me. It's never going to make sense to me in my head because to me he was the best, you know what I mean? Literally the best. And why and how and this, I don't think I can ever fully make sense to me. But number one, I respected him always while he was alive, and I will respect him always. I will always back him up. Whatever he wanted or did, I will always be his brother. And if this is what he believed was best for him, then I have to be there. I have to be there in a sense of, then I have to accept it. But I want to make it count because I think so many people who go through this don't realize how loved they are and how special they are and how important they are to so many people, and just seeing all of his friends and his family and all of the people who just, they love him, they still do, they always will. And it's just about like, if we can make it count, if we can make anyone think twice before doing something like this, just make them just try at least, or just ask, just make sure, you know what I mean? Just let's make it count a little bit.
Jiena fil-fatt minnaw jekk hemm xi ħadd li qed jarana li jgħat imdejjaq ħafna, li qed iħoss li there's no way out u f'moħħkom taħsbu li l-aħjar deċiżjoni hija li tagħmlu dan il-pass, fitxu l-għajnuna. Aw ħafna kif qed jgħid Matt, aw ħafna nies iħobbuk qiegħed f'dalma u m'intix qed taħseb b'mod li qed jagħmel sens. U jekk inti persuna li taf il xi ħadd hekk, ħeġġiġhom ifittxu l-għajnuna. So, jiena lija let's celebrate Jan.
Yes. And that you matter. This world needs you. This world does need you.
Yes.
You really, really matter.
Jiena ngħid, Matt, kellek 35 sena? Kemm? 35 sena ma' Jan u kellek ħbiberija tremenda li naħseb hemm nies li f'90 sena qatt ma jkollhom il-ħbiberija li kellek inti. Ġifieri you had that.
No, I'm grateful. I miss him every day, every single day. And we are learning and we are growing. And we are
humaning.
And we're humaning.
Sa nispjegawlkom fuq.
We're humaning. The best we can.
Inti Nsaqsillek meta tkellimt miegħek u fil-fatt għalhekk il-proġett li għamilt li għadek kif ħabbart ftit jemilu, inti anki meta kellek 15 sena inti tlift il-missierek. U ma kienx relazzjoni faċli ma' missierek lanqas. Missierek qatt ma aċċettak.
As in, aħna kena, we had a good upbringing in a sense. It wasn't as traumatic as most people put it, but my dad loved alcohol, and we had a bit of difficult years at the end, but I think he always had an opinion about gay people, and in a sense of laqas naf, għax ma nafx daw l-affarijiet, imma daw affarijiet li jisni kelli bżon dejjem ngħix bihom f'moħħi, imma bidvi naf li kien għamel żmien fejn waqf jitkellem ma' tziju għax sajjaf li gay. U apparently at the very end he sent him a letter and he apologized. So this is why my ups and downs with my father relationship.
Lilek għattima skuża, ruħu li forsi ma kienx taqsek malik.
Għanajdu kien naqas kont out meta met, so għax jien I came out at 16.
Okay.
And a part of me thinks maybe the only reason I felt safe to was because he had just passed away and I knew my mom would be relaxed. My mom is
Pero isu l-papa, isu kien jaf.
Zgur kien jaf, għax kien hemm ċertu kummenti li kien jgħid il-mami u ċertu affarijiet li kien that fairy of a child is not mine and stuff like that.
Kien jaf.
Kien jaf. U per esempio id-daddy kien.
Għax jekk tajt it-tifel my fairy.
Le, id-daddy u ħanajlok, id-daddy kien xaħat li kien fissat fuq il-futbol u hekk u jien ħreġ nibbażja ma' Spice Girls, nikkampja meta kont żgħir, nisfen u hekk.
Beyoncé.
Issa mbagħad Beyoncé. U mbagħad veru, mbagħad l-ewwel concert imma ngħid daw l-affarijiet kollha ma l-ewwel concert li għad mort ta' Destiny's Child. Id-daddy kien ħadni, kellix 11 u daddy kien morna Londra biex so it was that
Xorta ħadek.
It was difficult, but deep down he was humaning as well and he was trying his best. So that's why I say it was difficult, but it wasn't a traumatic upbringing. It was just a learning. He was someone learning and I was someone learning, because though he would say these comments, he was still in a concert listening to Bootylicious and I don't think you're ready for this jelly and his son was there just like so we give him his flowers. So
Għara xi kultant aħna kif tkellimna qabel, xi kultant jekk missierek kien il-kelma hija homophobic għax u ek kiber ma kellu xi ċans forsi jitgħallem aħjar minn hekk. Allura isek inti ma tistax tagħti minn dak li m'għandekx. U qisu l-papa tiegħek isu kellu il-ġlieda miegħu innifsu wkoll nista' nimmaġina ġo fih li kif qed tajt inti l-ewwel jgħid that fairy of a child is not mine, imma mbagħad jieħdok il-kunċert, ġifieri jiena nista' ngħid li bħala ġenitur qatt ma tkun taf jekk qed tagħmel jiena I always question, nibda ngħid am I a good mom, am I a good mom, am I a good mom, u naħseb kull ġenitur hemm barra dejjem jistaqsi ma jiena ġenitur tajjeb. Però jekk inti ġenitur u qed tismana. Najdu ħafna podcast din, imma jekk inġenitur qed tismana u tara li forsi tfal tiegħek mhumiex forsi dak li stennejt int. Xort għandhom bżonn l-imħabba u xort għandhom bżonn l-mamidda li jkunu 100% warajhom, għax jiena ċerta li inti kellek insecurity issues
Oh,
mbagħad.
completely. Even about being a gay person, I still feel weird that I'm here saying it out loud because I spent so many years having to
Hide it.
it's like, yeah, but I also want to say, so we're talking to the parents, and we should speak to the children as well, because sometimes we forget that our parents are doing it for the first time too. You know what I mean? They didn't get, there's no rules to how you're supposed to be doing it.
My son is gay. Ħanfittex kif how do I react?
I mean? Or just being different, because it's now my father loved football and I loved music and I liked my divas and all these people. But he didn't like that, so how can he just fully understand? He had to learn how to understand it.
Isma,
you know what I
there's
mean?
also another thing. He had to grieve.
What he dreamed of
Alright?
as well.
Dak li hu f'moħħu kellu meta twiled dal-baby. Inti wieħed jgħid fil-familja.
One boy after two girls.
One boy after two girls.
So kellu ħolma tal-futbol.
Kellu eżatt, hija fl-aħħar għandi tifel, ħammor naraw il-futbol flimkien, ħanamlu hekk u minn flok ħajħdu konsert ta' Beyoncé.
Eżatt. Imma hemm xi ħaġa iktar li qed nikber u iktar qed insir viċin l-età li kellu, iktar ninduna ċertu affarijiet. Jien għamilt żmien fejn kont qed noħroġ u ġest ma kontx ċert x'rid nagħmel bħajti u ġest kont qed nixrob, kont qed noħroġ u hekk u mbagħad nibda ngħid, so jien meta kont naqra heartbroken u hekk bdejt nixrob u nagħmel ċertu affarijiet li mhux tajjeb għax kienet escape. Imma mbagħad indu ngħid li meta kull darbi ngħid għax id-daddy kien alkoħolik kien hekk u hekk, u probabbli ġest kienet jivveġġa fuq xi ħaġa u
fuq ħaġa oħra. U kienet jaħbi.
Anki stress tal-ħajja, so ovvjament iktar għandek it-tfal, ma jien m'għandix tfal, imma ninduna minn ħuti li għandhom it-tfal u.
Stressful.
No, I know, and that's why I question when and what and this and that in my own thing. But everyone's just trying to human. And everyone's literally, and the closer I get to him, the more respect I have for him, the more I see his hustle, because he used to work very hard and he really cared. And I like to work hard and I like to do all of these things. And
you probably, dak l-element tal-karattru tiegħek huwa minn forsi missierek li inti daqshekk ħabbriki.
Yeah, I love to create. Even with this project, to me it felt like a bit like, no, it was an idea, so much just an idea in my head. And then I thought it was going to take me a year, it took me 5 years. But throughout it all, I felt myself connecting to my father a lot, because I found myself thinking, I remember seeing him hassling, and the funny thing is he used to make brochures for his job, which was, għax kellhom travel agents, travel suppliers konna, ma kien jagħmlu l-brochure, fuq dal-brochure there are places you can go visit, like and the hotels like around Europe and it. So dal-aħħar indu ngħid li mbagħad issa wara żmien kollu vera konna differenti l-opposi bħala nies, imma il-ktieb tiegħi bażikament it's like a brochure of the world as well, in a different form. It's in a sense of, it's more on the emotional side, but it felt cool because my whole life I saw them in our study creating this brochure, all the family going around creating this book, and I always say I'm so different to my father, but in reality I end up somehow in a weird form creating something similar,
like a book,
because it's basically it does talk about the world, okay, differently. It's more on the human aspect of things, but it still promotes going out there and living your life fully and seeing places and making yourself happy. And at the end of the day, so in a weird, twisted form, my father and I are still doing the same thing.
You're still connected.
We still had the same purpose.
Minti close ħafna tal-mama. ħafna. Sandra, ngħidla hello Sandra.
Yo Pansy.
Pansy.
Il-Pansy tagħna.
Il-Pansy. U meta kont imsifer inti kellek taqbad ajruplan u nżilt tiġri Malta għax għamlet test u ġvera, colon test, kombinazzjoni għamiltu jiena, batu li mill-gvern.
Għattilaħa li ħanġi.
Tamil il-bżonniet tijak ġo.
Eżat, għajt il-kolħat, għax imma tajdi biex tajt il-kolħat.
Iva, għax di, taqbat bżonniet tijak titfaw emmek u tibatu l-laboratorju u s-sir taf jekk għandekx colon cancer, yes? Colon cancer. U
Ma nafx jekk għal xi cancers oħra.
U l-mami tiegħek għamlet hekk kombinazzjoni, ġifieri.
I kienet ossa, so kollox kienet orajt, i kienet ġejja Vietnam għax kont fit-trip so għamilt dawk it-10 months u hija għalet mhux ħanagħmel 10 months, ma narakx ħaniġi f'noti u dejjem ridet tiġi Vietnam. U kont Cambodia u l-kuġina kienet miegħi u ġesat isma' oħtok għandu bżonn tkellmek u sirt naf li mami kella il-cancer u kienu ħajamlu l-operation xi ġimgħa wara għallu issa fidejk jekk trid tiġi jew le u jien ġejt mill-ewwel ovvjament. Għamlet kollox għalli ħajti kollha issa kelli bżonn meta kelli bżonn iżgur laqas sibt fuqha ġest mora u l-kuġina ġiet miegħi wkoll saw dik xi ħaġa li vera napprezzax u qisu post kienet. U aħna konna dream trip qed nduru l-Asja ta' fejn u setet tgħid Alright, murinti ma leġet ġit lura u napprezza.
Hemm ħafna mħabba fil-familja.
ħafna. U bażikament u bat għax ma għamlet dit-test, bdiet tħoss xejn, u kien ġejja Vietnam, kollox kien pjanat, għamlet dat-test li saret għax mħabba d-dadi għax id-dadi kellu cancer u hekk għalet jien meta tirċievi dejjem tagħmilhom u sabu l-ewwel stage ta' colon cancer. Issa colon cancer kien l-istess cancer li kellu dadi tiegħi, imma dadi tiegħi miet bil-cancer, so jien ovvjament meta smajt colon cancer moħħjat ħanerġaw, oh no, ma nistax, le, u ħamek istat nieħu pjaċiri għati jadbar l-ewwel darbet nagħmel xi ħaġa għalija. U imma dik il-messaġġ tagħha, so jien meta nkun meta qisti.
Il-mami all right, ejja. Mami super okay.
Il-mami ġiet Vietnam u mbagħad ġiet Thailand u bat marret Cambodia u
God bless, Penzi.
Queen Penzi, Queen. Imma, so jekk hemm dawk it-testijiet għamlu dik li
qed inħoss li dal-podcast qiegħed ħafna għamlu hekk. Imma ħanajdlek dan il-ġimiel ta' meta taqsam esperjenza u kull esperjenza talmek. Allura what is the takeaway? Jekk ma nitallem xejn mill-esperjenza mela it didn't count, you know, kif għatlek, make it count. Allura, test bħal dan li ma tiħu xejn, tista' tagħmlu l-isptari. Ġifieri, go do it.
Ija xamlet mill-ewwel, she was fine, ma kelli bżonn kimo, ma kelli bżonn xejn, just she did this operation u kienet all right, imma kieku sabu sena wara, sentej wara, ta' fint. Forsi tkun story differenti, u għalhekk naħseb importanti dil-ħagġa.
Jena nkun hawn ta' mal-mistidnin tiegħi u ovvjament kulħadd jafkom taf kif u kulħadd imdorri jarakom fuq social media, fuq stage in a very glamorous setting. Taf kif li forsi dak li jkun u qiegħed ġol uffiċċju u pereżempju jiena daw bil-make-up, xari sabiħet, namel interview, Muxu qiegħed xi workshop, jew ma' Mirjana fuq xi stage. Però kollha għandna the journey, and the struggles u d-diffikultajiet tagħna li jiena permezz tal-podcast nixtieq inneħid il-qoxra ta' social media li għax kulħadd jara kemm kulħadd jaħseb that you are living the perfect life. U jiena inqas minnek għax jiena minix hemmhekk għax inti wkoll dbati minn psoriatric arthritis. Femni.
Arthritis.
Fit-tixta ta'
Kif taf?
Bil-P,
eżatt.
Għax minn psoriasis, psoriatic.
Eżatt. Ħafna nies jaħsbu li arthritis xi ħaġa
tax-xjuħ.
Tax-xjuħ. U anki jien fil-verità meta mmur l-appointments tiegħi ħafna drabi nkun jiena u ħafna xjuħ. So xi ħaġa li ma nafx jekk bi stress jew b'hekk jew hekk ġest xi ħaġa li Verità, bdiet, issa ma nafx kien nagħmel conspiracy theory u dawn l-affarijiet, imma ħanajda x'kelli ħafna nies li għalu l-istess affarijiet. 2 weeks wara li ħadd is-second vaccine jien bdejt tal-COVID bdejt inħoss ir-rist jistu mhux qed jiċċaqlaq sew. U wasal sew li palissa qiegħed not bad, imma jekk tara daw it-tnej tara li di iktar swollen minn di.
Okay.
U jkolli ħafna momenti anki saqajja u ċertu affarijiet kien hemm żmien di kien l-kont kellna tiċ, konna l-Italja, so anki komplu ngħidu fuq social media kien hemm ritratt sabiħ tagħna hekk. U mbagħad hemm ġurnata wara kont mal-mammi, so l-mammi 70 u l-ħbib tagħha so kollha fis-70s, kulħadd jimxi relax, jien ma stajtx nimxi kelli bżonn nieqa.
Ma stajtx timxi.
Għax my toes were so swollen, I couldn't walk anymore. And I was like, at that point I'm like, I'm 32 and my body's doing this to me already, and I end up on a certain medication for a long time, which I changed around through lifestyle because I make sure I work out. I take these drinks every day. I take like 8 or 9 different vitamins a day to contain it. But it's
probably tittuħu dieta li għanda ħafna ingredienti anti-inflammatory.
Yeah. Supposed like no tomatoes. Kulħadd jgħid affarijiet differenti, għandhom tara taħdem għalik u għax hemm ħafna nies għax anki jien compost jgħid xi ħaġa like xi ħadd kellu xi swellings is-sena u kelli ħafna nies li batuli u għaluli jien daqqa waħda ma nistax nafas il-buttuni, ma nistax nagħmel hekk. U kien hemm ħafna nies li batuli hekk, imma li tallimt u li somehow everything has to become your teacher. So jien just anki jekk palissa rajti għat, imma jien ver nemmen fil-moħ, naf li inti temmen fil-moħ u kol ħafna. Jien nemmen jekk in-ommu għandi da, per esempio, l-ommu għandi da, naqra mux il-100%. Jien jow nista nifoka fuq di bis.
Jow fuq disa l-oħra.
Jow najt il-ma nara sow. L-lum qed nimxi tajjeb, kien hemm dakinhar fejn ma kontx qed nimxi sow, ta' fejn hemm ċertu affarijiet. So jien dejjem nipprova ngħid li all right, għax there's no cure for arthritis. So far, I'm hoping in my lifetime maybe we'll find one. And I guess if I got it younger, I have more chances to see it. But it's like, you do go through it, you do feel things. Like, I had stopped dating I started dating again now.
Għalfejn? Kont waqaft?
You don't, I didn't feel hot, I didn't feel like, I felt broken, I felt like, why would someone want to be with me when they could have a fixed version of someone who they won't have to worry that maybe growing older with them I don't know where this started, because there are people who live their lives and it doesn't get so bad, but there are people who gets really bad as well, the whole arthritis thing. So I just say, like, why would they choose to be with me when they can have someone healthy? You know what I mean? And it's... I
can list you 100 reasons. Imma jina ċerta li inti ħdim taf moħħok.
Yes, no, I've gotten to a point where I see my value and it's not because I think I'm special. I just think every single human in this world is so beautiful and so valuable, and we are so important, and we all connect to each other's stories. So to me, if I'm here today and I'm in a room with all the people we are in here, then there's a reason. We had to connect with each other, and the most we can do is just take care of each other and make it better. So to me, if this is so, I see that's a power of mine. So though I have this, I know that I have other things that work in my favor. But you go through it. But so it's not something that you're gonna post. You're not gonna post a story. Today my finger's feeling really bad. Like, you know what I mean? As in, it's not something that I would do, and it's not because I'll be hiding it. It's because I just don't I don't lead with it. Just how even normally... It
doesn't take over your day.
No, it doesn't. Because if you do normally...
Or it doesn't take over your day anymore.
Għax kien hemm żmien, ovvjament.
Anymore. Għax ma rridux nidru li It was never an issue, kif diġà
No. And there are still days where I wake up and it is an issue.
Mhux hekk, imma we are humanized.
We're human. We're trying to do the best with what we have.
Isma, imma inti, ejja nitkellmu issa fuq
My baby.
fuq dak il-baby tiegħek
My
li inti
baby.
bad kollox li ilek għaddej minnu. Bad kollox u poġġejt kollox f'post wieħed. Ejja.
Mela.
Beautifully lost. Għadek kif ħabbart f'stit. Tiemilu, għajlinti, fidejk.
Di kienet xi ħaġa li jien minn meta kont baby, anke meta kont fin-nepi, mami dejjem tgħidli li jien kont ngħid għax jien irrid inkanta, jrid nikteb id-diski, jrid nagħmel hekk. U dejjem kelli ħolma biex nikteb album u nagħmel album. U mbagħad meta ma sirt famuż barra minn Malta ta' 25 għadd kienu għaluli jekk sa' 25 inti ma tsirx famuż bħala kantant għandek bżonn tieqaf tagħmel xi ħaġa oħra bla bla bla. U jien hekk għamilt.
Jiġifieri you gave yourself a timeline, jekk sa 25 I'm not international.
Then I will find a way to make sure, and I still remain in music, because music is my heart, my home, it is.
Kellek ħafna suċċessi, kif ħafna nies jafu.
More songwriting.
Songwriting. Kellek ħafna suċċessi, Destiny Gaia, Mirjana, Christabel, tal-Eurovision, Amber, li kollha ovvjament rebħu bil-kanzunetti tiegħek, il-Junior Eurovision rebħu the International, rebħu bil-kanzunetti tiegħek, ġifieri naħseb konta suċċess.
Le, no regrets, as in, because I learned and I grew, but beautifully lost to me is it's my art, it's my heart, my tears. So I coach students, and all of the people I'm coaching, what I always tell them is what we're lucky with in our world of music is that the brokenness is where we strive, where we create the best magic. So I always say turn your broken heart into art, and that is my turn your broken heart into art. And it is. And that's what Beautifully Lost is. Beautifully Lost is about it's a book and an album. So it's everything I've always dreamt of. I've always dreamt of writing a book, and I've always written stories through music and through songs.
Utkanta
and back to being.
Kem kontilek?
10 years. I'm 35, so 25 was the last time I ever released something. So 10 years, exactly.
10 sin ma tkanta. U issa ħajkonna ktieb bl-ikbar sigriti, kollox. Inżajt kollox.
And fil-video kif rajtu, as in I am basically, to me, that was very uncomfortable as well, because I'm someone who's always been wanting to cover and stuff. So, but to me, I just wanted to, as you said, take off everything, and just show the human side, and just show that deep down we're all the same, and we're all looking for the same answers. My main theory with everything is that no matter if you are the president of a country or someone in prison serving a life sentence, the second everything ends, nobody knows what's going to happen. So being lost means not knowing everything. So if none of us know this answer, then we're all a little bit lost. We're always going to be a little bit lost. So, and to me, this book and this album was just teaching a little bit, not teaching, because I won't say teaching, it's my experience, because I don't want to feel
li inti qed taqsam u tispera li min qed jaqra jieħu dak li għandu jieħu mill-esperjenza tiegħek. Issa jekk jiena nieħu minn dak iċ-chapter u mhux dak iċ-chapter.
Eżatt.
Jiena ħadd xi ħaġa.
Eżatt. To me it's just saying, look, we're never going to know everything, and it's okay. If we're going to be a bit lost, always a little bit lost, let's have fun with it. Let's make it beautiful. Let's take care of each other. Let's realize that every single person is doing the exact same thing. Like, we all woke up today, and all of us are, like, we came here, we did our thing, but we can go home. Some of us have different struggles. We have this, and everyone's going through it. So just because some things like this doesn't mean it's always like that. So let's take care of each other. Let's human together. Let's figure it out. If you're confused, most probably I'm just as confused about the same subject as well. Like, you know, or sometimes you will know more than I will in certain things, or maybe I will have more experience in other things. But we're supposed to do this together. We're supposed to be here together. And it's, to me, Beautiful Lost it's like a celebration of being a human and just loving every part of yourself, the ugly, the beautiful, and knowing that it all matters and it all counts.
Wow. I can't wait biex naqra l-ktib biex nismaħħom għax għadni ma kellix ċans, pero I promise you I will. You know that I will.
I know you will.
And I know it is great. Għax meta xi ħaġa tagħmilha bil-passjoni u ilek 5 snin.
5 years.
Ilek 5 snin. Jiena naħseb, nemmen ukoll li dan il-proġett fiq lilek.
100%. I said, if nobody goes and read it, if nobody has to hear this, if honestly, if nobody had to even give it a second thought,
nothing, pero inti
it healed me. It healed me. It taught me, and it makes me more excited for the rest of my life, because I just know that even in the darkest and the most heavy and the ugliest and the most, if you look close enough, you'll always find something beautiful. And I know that no matter now for the rest of my life, even if I'm going through the worst stage, you can be sure that I'm going to be looking around somewhere and be like, well, look how cool that flower grew and it shouldn't have grown over there. That's beautiful.
Bravo.
And
bravo.
That's, so for me it's enough.
Bravo.
It's
Kem
enough.
taf li għadda l-ħin. Taf kem vera. Bravo.
You are amazing
Bravo.
at what you do.
Matt.
Thank you for making so comfortable as
Oh,
well.
you're very welcome. Vera, bravo.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Mela, qabel ma nitta titla għandi naqra gifts għalik, għawek għandi fiħa, grazzi
Thank you
l-Taż
so
biex
much.
perfumery, u għandi u kol trattament għawek, grazzi l-Majo Kaspa.
Take me back to Asia, by
Eza, għalli toqgħod turtamen naqra massaġ, taf kif,
The
take
best,
your
the
time, imma xinajlek, Matt, grazzi.
Thank you.
Grazzi tal-li
And I love you with all of my
ġejt,
heart.
I love you too. U jena ċerta li l-ktib tijak u l-album ħajkunu suċċess. Hemm anki Destiny u pala backing vocal.
Destiny, Gaia, Maxine, Luke, hemm ħafna Brooke, hemm ħafna nies.
Kif jgħidu hemm masterpiece. Masterpiece. U vera nixtieqlek.
Thank you.
Ma mhux dak kollu li tixtieq qalbek and more.
Thank you so much.
And more.
Thank you so much.
Grazzi.
And you too.
Thank you. Qabel nagħlaq nixtieq nirringrazzja lill-sponsors personali tiegħi lil Herba Ellison, għal Xari, lil Dwifer, lil Gabi Vella l-Makeup, il-Morgan għal ħwejjeġ u l-Uksona Sasset. Għadkom kif segwejtu Kellymni, il-podcast ta' Gwida li hu miġjub lilkom minn Dacia Malta, Daniel Formosa, l-Awtorità għall-Ambjent u r-Risorsi, Positive Parenting Malta.